everyone. Greetings. Today, me and the minions bring you a what if that brings glory to our kingdom. Today, we do what if Asta was the overlord? How should he proceed? What drove him to evil? And will the grimoires save humanity? Shall we begin? Figured I'd try a new theme song. I think that one's a little bit better than the old one. So yeah, as I said, this is what if Asta became an overlord. Now, it's been a while since I've done a Black Clover what if, and that was like that was not a long time ago, but still it was long enough to be a while. Well, and a lot of people have actually asked me to do yet another Asta what if. Although one person asked to do a what if Asta was the reincarnation of Horror Sans. I'll think about that one because Horror Sans is a little bit more cuckoo than Dust. Well, no, that's Dust. Dust is more cuckoo than Horror. Or a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a lot of Undertale Sans what ifs, so I'm gonna have to slow you all down and make sure you all just stay in the normal pace. Now in this one, the old overlord, the blue one, had a child. Had a child. The other one, unfortunately, aka Asta's brother, unfortunately passed away due to an illness that infected his mind. So Asta, the original overlord's son, was taken by the guards ordered by the Time King. I think that was his name. So pretty much so Asta was living his life living in the village. However, he knows that everyone treats him like crap, mostly because Izuku is pretty much the son of the overlord. So when Izuku Midoriya pretty much goes to sitting down, and he pretty much crumbs them. But when Izuku finds out more, this is when he pretty much sees a brown creature watching him from the distance. So when Izuku Midoriya not Izuku Midoriya, so used to doing Izuku. That's when Izuku Midoriya pretty much sat down dealing with people's BS. Even though it's the king's direct orders to treat him fairly and not unfairly. This is when Izuku Midoriya sits down and literally just sees them out. Until he hears "My lord," and this when a goblin pops up. "Hello, my lord." "Lord? Who are you?" "I am now Minion Master and devoted servant of darkness." Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, for people who would say, "You just did a copyright on a song." Screw you, I didn't even use a full-on song, goddammit. And I only used like half the song, idiot. So technically, it does not count. So when Izuku Midoriya sits down, just walks towards the minion. "Come, my lord. The netherworld awaits." And this is when pretty much they go to the netherworld. Now, when they get to the netherworld, well, they pretty much sit down on the netherworld. Now, the Wizard King, I think his name is, was actually concerned because he hasn't seen the kiddo. And the Wizard King constantly checks the bastard. So he was very concerned. But this is when he finds him, but this is when he sees minions bringing him to the Nethergate. He tries to stop them, but the dang thing's already gone. This is when the Wizard King's thinking, damn it! This is when they are at the Netherworld. This is when everyone just starts cheering for their master. But this is when you hear all the minions say, Master! The Netherworld will be your new seat of power. Luckily for our old master, who misses you very much, my lord, we managed to expand. This will also allow you to investigate other areas around the world, so you can establish your new dark domain. Oh, if you only met your mothers, they would be so sad that you died. This is when he just sees a statue of the overlord, aka his father. Your father was a very strong-willed overlord, bringing the empire to its knees until grimoires were a popular thing. What a pathetic magic. Like, nothing that a good spellstone can do. Which reminds me, your gift, my lord. Mind you, Asta's 15. So, might as well just did. Oh, might as well get comfy, huh? Agreed, my lord. This is when Izuku Midoriya here just sits down. Now, evil is finding a way. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. Now, a couple of months has passed. And Izuku has actually gotten strong. Asta has gotten stronger. So, what do you suggest we conquer first? First, my friend. So, that would be, let me think. Quite simple, actually. Oh, really? Alright, might as well get this over with. So when we get there, we see this. It's Asta getting ready by putting on his armor. Now, mind you, sorry for the pauses. Now, mind you, Izuku. Like I said, I'm not used to doing Black Clover, so you're gonna see a lot of pauses because number one, I'm trying to read the fucking names. So you're gonna get used to pauses. So this is when Izuku Midoriya, bleh, fuck, Asta, pretty much sits down on, god damn it, give me a minute. Now, when Asta pretty much talks to Nara about his first conquest, sheesh, I say we take over the world of the old grimoires. Unfortunately, half of the hives are missing. Mostly the greens and the blues. I mean, mostly the reds and the blues. So how do we get the blues back? The blues hat is under the Wizard King's king. He won't give it back willingly. And the other hive? It's under the evil queen in Clover Kingdom of the Hearts. It's in the Kingdom of Hearts. And we need to be careful in that district. What if we cause them to cause a war with each other? What do you mean? They need a reason to snap. And that reason to snap will be the one that will take care of it. She'll be too focused on sending men, correct? Correct, my lord. Well, in that case, let's cause a war. Let's cause them to have a war. Ooh, what do you have in mind? I have an idea. Both of their places need food, correct? And the merchant guild, those are the best things to do so. So if we continue attacking their food trade, and sabotaging their outposts and then turning it into our camps, they'll be outnumbered and outmatched because the food, and bring it to the netherworld with the gold. Ah, I see. Good plan, my lord. Good plan. Now, this is when Izuku just Asta, yes, Asta, pretty much starts walking to the first village. Now, this village is like some random village. It's nothing big. Now, he summons the browns and the greens, and the browns and the greens pretty much start pillaging and killing and raping people. Pretty much like Goblin Slayer. Except it's led by Asta, aka the Overlord. Now this Overlord is like similar to Overlord 2, except with the best armor. No, his armor is similar in canon. His armor is similar to the first armor you get in the game. Now, pretty much when the village was destroyed and the minions started looting the place, there are still some villagers left. Mostly like a couple of 10 or 12. Master, may I recommend using your domination spell on them? These are the great overlord choices, sire. Enslavement or death, domination or destruction. Now this is when Izuku Midoriya grabs one of them, and he grabs Asta. Asta grabs the throat of a child and pretty much starts electrocuting him to the point where they got turned into ash. That could be useful. The mother and the father looks at them in horror. But this is when he just dominates them and pretty much the entire other people. This is when they say, "We obey, Lord."
And pretty much this is when one camp has been captured. Time for the next. But this is when Izuku sees a pack of wolves. And this is when the Browns immediately get to them. And they just start riding with the minion. But this is when Asta spots a mount, aka a horse. And the horse is pretty much feasting upon a child. The horse walks up to Asta, and Asta walks up to the horse, and they immediately bond. My! That's no ordinary horse. That is it's a crump. What kind of meat-eating horse is? It's perfect for an overlord. What? This is when Asta starts riding off with the other minions and pretty much starts attacking the other villages. As raiding and killing and enslaving. With the Wizard King, the Time Wizard King, whatever his name is, who looks at his people with a very serious look. All I ask you is to make sure that he does not escape. And what do? Sir, to be fair, your silence! Everyone is shocked to see how pissed the Wizard King is. We just let one of the most dangerous people out of the world get out of here. I doubt he's that powerful. Clearly you don't know the Overlord. He doesn't need grimoires to use magic, unlike us. Not one bit. What do you think he suggested? He's probably going to come after the other minion hive first. Why come after that kingdom? Because he needs the reds. He knows that this kingdom has a fire mages, and he knows we wouldn't really do that well against them. I also am the one with the blue minion hive. He needs the hive to pretty much heal his followers, but he can't get it yet. So right now he's probably going to be raging to both sides. Are you saying we should work together? No, not yet. I don't know what he's planning yet. But until we find out more, be prepared. Now, over the past 5 months, Asta has pretty much been pillaging and enslaving, along with draining money. He even forced some bandits to even join his cause. Asta became the most feared overlord around the world, pillaging village to village, bandit camp to bandit camp, and burning everything on sight and dominating. This is when he gets enough army to pretty much attack at the evil queen's fort, aka the Kingdom of Hearts. With the queen or king of hearts with a concerned look. This is when he hears the Overlord's war horn. This is when pretty much he comes up to see 10,000 people, all her people. Your Highness! What do you think this will bring? Revenge. That's what it will bring. Charge! And pretty much this is when they just start attacking, and luckily Izuku brought Asta brought catapults and ballistas. Now, when the trebuchets pretty much start firing, which was unexpected, they shoot elements, aka poison, fire, or explosion, you name it. And even shoots normal rocks, which causes them all to pretty much be When the slaves immediately managed to get through and charge in the battle, some of the knights with the grimoires try their best to use their weapons, but they're always outnumbered. And Asta is pretty much is dominating the kings as the domination as well. Oh. Now, pretty much when Izuku's slicing and dicing and clashing and biting his way through the enemies, if I keep saying Izuku, I mean saying Asta. He pretty much fight his way through until the last soldier is under his control or dead. He managed to get through, and he sees the lord or lordess of the land. So, the son of the overlord finally came to my kingdom. Your father always did bring trouble. And now I bring yours. Give me back my hive! This is when she lifts her grimoire and starts activating magic. You're gonna have to take it from me. This is when Izuku just smiles. What are you smiling about? This is when she hears a chink! And this one of green minions is stabbed her in the heart. The greens? You should have thought of better. So, this is how my kingdom falls. I fall from a man who shows little emotions. I fall from a demon. Ready? Now. Any last words before you die? What? Goodbye. And that's when he just kills her. How pathetic. She had all this power, and yet she did not have the will strong enough to rule a kingdom. Time to pretty much let's do what any man would do. And this is when he starts walking off. My lord, what should we do with this place? We'll turn it into a slave camp. I suppose that will work, sir. And this is when he turns it into a slave camp. Now, they turn the place into a slave camp and pretty much just redecorating the place, looking more of hell. And this is when pretty much the Reds are back into their overlord's hands. Now it is time to make the Clover Kingdom suffer, as he suffered. And he just starts and this is when he starts pillaging and killing all the men and that the Wizard King needed. All their food, all their gold, it now belongs to him. In the Clover Kingdom, they're pretty much dying from hunger and pretty much they're getting restless. Even the Wizard King has to admit this is torment. But this one they don't know. One of them is serving the kingdom underground. And this one he just sees a wizard knight going to his kingdom. Begging your pardon, Dark Lord, but there's something you should know. Oh. The Clover Kingdom is completely exhausted and weakened. But the Wizard King wants to make a deal with you personally in the kingdom. To bring back to use your minions. You served me well. And he opens a portal and he just falls in. Let's do this. And pretty much this is when Gnarl says, "Something ain't right, Lord. Why would they care now? We weakened them to the point they can't do anything, where they can't fight. The Wizard King is too caring for his people. But an overlord needs a queen." This is when Gnarl realizes what he's doing. You sneaky devil. This is when Asta pretty much starts going to the kingdom with his best minions and riders. And they just start walking in. Everyone pretty much runs to their homes, run on inside, and pretty much running in fear. And his slaves bring him in too. But I'm gonna say Asta in this one has a dragon as a mount. So that's why everyone's like running away now. When he pretty much gets to the castle, and this one he just opens the doors. I was hoping you'd come. And this one you just hear the heavy plating of the armor. And the Wizard King's best men are there. They look weak. Which is all according to Asta's plans. So, you wish to make a deal with an overlord? Yes. My people are starving. We're weak, and we can barely fight off against any of the monsters in the area. But if I give back your hive, and also, well, anything else, will you let us have food, supplies? I have an idea. Oh? An overlord needs a bride. And you are the perfect one, Wizard King. This is when he's thinking in his head. What is he playing at? Simple. Bring me my hive and be my king. And you got a deal. Everyone is shocked to hear this. What's your gang if I become king? Become your king. You get your people's food. I get my hive. I get a king. That's simple. And you really can't refuse because, as for starters, your family is, well, dying. This is when he looks down. Fine. I accept your offer. He smiles. But my king, what about? I already accepted his offer. It's for the good of the kingdom. People may not like it, but we really don't have a choice now, do we? Alrighty. This is when Izuku who walks forward and extends his hand. So, we have a deal? Yup. Good. And that's when he just walks forward. And the Wizard King pretty much walks forward to his people. He explains it all to his people, but his people are actually okay with it because they need it. Now for you to become my king, you can't be good. This is when he uses the evil presence spell. Sorry. And now you have an evil wizard king. Now, when pretty much he took care of that, and when everyone is now under his control, he he's allowed them to have their kingdom and all that. Now, this is when Izuku just sits down minding his concern more than ever. Well, what is it like to be the... My lord? Yes? What should we do now? There are other worlds to conquer. And there are also other places to brand. The world is now ours. And we can begin more. Alright. Now. course, my love. And this is when the blue hive is taken back. Heck. Want to take over with this one, Arl?
Of course, my lord. And so the queen, and so the king of the netherworld. Ah, shit. Go get your pancakes, my lord.
Got it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to grab dinner.
You alright?
Yeah. Just a little quick. I'm fine. Just got through Red Dead Redemption as Arthur Morgan and the tuberculosis is. It's not a fun thing to go through. Good thing you have a healing factor. I'm about 3 seconds of room moving my lungs.
Please don't, that hurts.
Oh yeah, you're me.
Whew. Anyway, where were we?
The ending.
Oh yeah. And so the kings of the netherworld have pretty much brought war and domination across the normal world and bring evil to glory once more. But there will be others who will stand against him. But I doubt it anytime soon, because evil, he will always find a way. Good may triumph, but you can't kill evil.
Damn right. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, sorry this one was a little bit delayed. Like I said, this is my second Black Clover what if, and I never really done a Black Clover what if, so. Oh.
Yes, he is actually telling the truth. Black Clover is one of his TV shows he doesn't watch.
Plus the names are a bitch to translate.
Got that right. See ya. Bye.